Hello friends, today I am here with the part 1 for the defense aspirants. What are the opportunities to be a defense personnel? As we know, we have the Indian Armed Forces. It consists of the 3 professional uniformed forces, the Indian Army, the Indian Navy and the Indian Air Force. And additionally, we have the Indian Armed Forces supported by the Indian Coast Guard and the paramilitary organizations like the Assam Rifles and the Special Frontier Forces. Today we'll be studying about the forces which come under the Indian Defence Ministry, the Indian Army, the Indian Navy and the Indian Air Force. The President of India is the Supreme Commander of the Indian Armed Forces. As all of you know, Indians, Army, Air Force and Navy, we have the second largest force in India and the third largest defense budget in the world. What are the types of opportunities? Process of joining Indian Army as an officer after 12th science. We have the NDA, National Defence Academy. We have the NDA examination which is conducted by the UPSC, Union Public Service Commission, every time twice in a year. And as we know, it gives us the opportunity to qualify for the Indian Army, the Indian Navy and the Indian Air Force. The training takes place at the National Defence Academy, Khadakwasla, Pune, Maharashtra. We have to be between the age of 16.5 to 19.5 years of age and 12th pass. Now we have the 10+2 TES, Technical Entry Scheme. Other than the NDA, we have the 10+2 Technical Entry Scheme TES. For this, the minimum requirement for the percentage is 70% in PCM, Physics, Chemistry, Maths. And this also comes twice in a year, May or June and October, November. We have the opportunities after the graduation. What are the opportunities to be an armed forces personnel after graduation? The first is the JAG entry. This is for the law graduates with minimum 55% of marks is required and the age required is 21 to 27. We have to go through a SSB interview which is called the Service Selection Board interview, and the training takes place at the OTA, Officers Training Academy, Chennai. We have the CDS examination. The CDS examination is conducted by the UPSC, again by the UPSC, Union Public Service Commission, and that too, this is also conducted twice in a year. And we get the admission to the IMA, Indian Military Academy, or the OTA, Officers Training Academy. And this exam is also conducted twice in a year. As I told you, it is conducted in September, October or February, March. We have the TGC, Technical Graduate Course entry for the BE or the BTech holders. As we are commencing our BTech, we get the opportunity to be an armed personnel, and the ages should be between the 20 to 27 years for the permanent commission, or you can opt for the short service commission. After 15 years of serving the Indian Armed Forces, you can retire from these forces. And here also you get the chance to train in the Officers Training Academy, Chennai, and pass out from the Indian Military Academy, Dehradun. We have the special entries for the NCC cadets. As we know, various schools offer NCC, National Cadet Corps. So various schools and universities offer NCC, and we can apply through the NCC. We must have the NCCC certificate, and we have the special SSB which is called off for the NCC cadets. Now we have the University Entry Scheme. This is for the which is called the UES, University Entry Scheme. This is also a permanent commission for the job in the Indian Armed Forces, and this also gets come pre-final year when you are in the 3rd year of your BTech, and the age requirement is 18 to 24, and you get the opportunity to get trained at the Indian Military Academy, Dehradun. Now you have the AFCAT, the Air Force Common Admission Test. This is conducted by the Indian Air Force every time twice in a year. We have different branches for it, the technical and the non-technical posts for the male and the female joining the branches. We have the flying branch. The age limit for this is to 20 to 24. The ground duty are technical and non-technicals. We'll see that the ground duty technical is for the aeronautical engineering or aeronautics or the mechanical engineering, and the ground duty non-technical is also there. We have the aeronautical engineering in electronics and in mechanical also for the non-ground duty also. So you have to get the minimum 60% requirement is there with the class 12 PCM and a 4 years degree in your engineering. So guys, the next part we will discuss about the various forces which come under the Ministry of Home Affairs, MHA. and various forces about them we'll study in the next part, and then we'll discuss about what are the bases through which we can get into the Indian Armed Forces, and then the third part we'll study how to crack an SSB, the Service Selection Board, which is the most important part. Thank you so much guys. See you again in the part 2.